Okay, so it is Thursday now. We got a 2.5 hour flight, 2.5 hours schedule total with my primary instructor, Tyler. And one of the things for the stage one was to calculate weight and balance. I kind of remember doing that in ground school a long time ago. He showed me how to do it, but I found a YouTube video that walked me through step by step by step. I printed off some stuff from the POH. One of the little tricks was that when you put your luggage in the back, you don't put it in the back, you actually put it in the rear passenger seat, like where the kids would sit. So I was able to get that. I thought that was pretty cool. They're like, oh yeah, you know. What else? I still haven't figured out. I didn't get to the performance part, but weight and balance I'm pretty solid on. And it's one of those things that's like, it's all brand new, weird charts and graphs and stuff like that, but it's really not that bad once you've done a couple problems. So I did that this morning. You know, I was thinking about the cost and the time if you're married, right? And why it is so hard to like make progress or get your pilot's license in some respects, just from completely outside of, you know, the actually learning and all of the, you know, the study and all that. It is the time and money, and in some respects you almost have to double the cost, because every hour, 2 hours I'm doing this, my wife's watching the kids. And even though she always watches the kids, but it's just like, now I have time off. Well, why shouldn't she get equal time off? Or I'm spending an insane amount on training. You know, why can't she spend the money, you know, on something as well? So it almost doubles the cost. It almost doubles the amount of time that you have to dedicate to it. Because now I kind of feel that, you know, to make it fair. You know, I need to, and we're talking like I should be watching the kids, you know, a certain percentage of the time just normally. So this would have to be, you know, above and beyond. So, you know, I almost thought to get another logbook, right? Here's a logbook, and let's make another log. Let's make entries for the time that I, you know, went above and beyond per usual. To make up for it, right? Anyway, so tomorrow I have my stage one check, and like I'm thinking there's gonna be some things, but like, yeah, you didn't do that. So I'm like feeling pretty good. I'm landing the thing. I got some compliments on steep turns, but I have no idea if I can do it again. You know, when I'm getting checked out, like doing it once or twice. I had another epiphany, which was, you know, like when I put the propeller in, like the little things that you forget to do. Like if you've only done it, if it only takes you know, 10 seconds to do that procedure, like push the propeller all the way in, you know, you go flying 20 times, you've really only practiced that thing, you know, just for a couple minutes. And so anyways, so it's just, there's still so much of when and what to do. The propeller and the mixture is something that still just eludes me. It's like this voodoo that I haven't just completely nailed yet. But there's so much to do, and that's why, you know, I still have tons of time left that I need to get in my logbook, so to speak. Here's the downer. My Saturday flight got canceled. It was a nighttime flight anyway, so I wouldn't want to solo at night. But it's like, here I am. I've got the pre-solo test. I've got the stage one. You know, I think he basically said that I'm where I need to be for landings for solo. I just asked him. I was like, hey, you know, like what else do I need to, what requirements needs to be met for landing for solo? He said, like, you got it, you know. Today we'll definitely prove out some more, like, that I've got it, hopefully. Not to say I still wouldn't be freaked out to go up. Okay. as far as, there's so many cool videos of people doing their first solo. There's the in-flight cams. There's the GoPros on the wing, then the inside the cockpit, and then connecting the cables into the plane so you can hear the other calls, radio calls. And I was just like, I have to have that. I keep on seeing, like, I keep on reading, like, you fly for 30, 40 years, and you might forget a lot of those flights. You'll never forget your first solo. And so I just really want to document it better. But so I ended up pulling the trigger on at least a cockpit at least a phone cockpit camera. I mean, you could spend $500-$600 on all this stuff. Anyways, long story short, I'm here at the airport now. But one thing that's kind of a downer is that I booked a whole full solid week of flights so that I could maybe get my solo this week, and I don't think it's going to happen. And now I'm going to be like only flying on Saturdays. I'm going to get rusty. And so I'm like, I'd much rather solo after a good solid week of flying than like solo after, like, I don't know, after a week of being rusty, because I know it's kind of a thing. Anyways, got to go. Take care.